Hi all, it's Travels and More with Jason. Well, this is going to be our first one of this year. I know you might be thinking this year, but it's not this first Christmas one. Now basically, we're going to open up this box. Now to be sealed for over 30 years. Don't know if you see it, it's a big bloody box. It is. I sellotaped it about 30 years ago. I did. 30 years ago? No, actually not that long. Probably about 25 years ago. Probably around 98, I probably sellotaped it. Or 2000, so it's about 23 years old it's been sellotaped. But it is quite old. I don't actually remember what year I got this. This was actually a Christmas present from my mum to me. So it may have a date on the box. So we'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, I mean, waving a knife around. Pardon me, because I've got to cut some sellotape, you see. Well, Mum bought this, I think, around about 95, I think, 92. Let's go in 89. We moved in Hampshire Drive around that year. So yeah, and I remember I was still living at Mum and Dad's at that time. So I think I got around about 92. I don't actually remember the actual year. Now, I'm one of the rare kids that didn't stop collecting or playing with toys. I don't think there was a time I stopped. I stopped doing toys and started getting videos, because obviously I was in the films. I still am. So yeah, I suppose for some years I was just buying films, but I was still getting toys. I didn't bother with annuals, but I used to be a good reader. Always have been when I was a kid. Pardon me. I was always not quite a loner, but I was always happy with my own self. And like you see on my travels, I go away by myself sometimes, and I'm happy. I love having my little brother with me. I love having my partner with me when she can meet me. But I'm also happy being by myself. Always have. But it is a bit more fun when you're with somebody. It ain't no lie. So yeah, I mean, I said take this up round. It's got to be very early. I know I keep changing years. I can't think I sellotaped it up that year. So probably a year or two. But what we're going to do is, I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to have a look at this, and then we're going to open it. And at the same time, we should be able to find a year. So let's have a look, shall we? Now, this is, like I said to you, it's a big boy. Not as big as, like, Masters Universe, but it's still a big boy. Now, Battle Masters, now, basically, they was trying to take on Warhammer. They were. Because it's by MB Games. They thought, Warhammer's always been a big thing. Not with me. I mean, I've always loved it, but I've never bought anything of it. And I think this was going to be one set that you can build on. But again, the same as Warhammer. I mean, look at it. Artwork is brilliant. But sadly, over the years, I've been in and out of my cupboards, in boxes. It has seam around the edges. You can see the wear and tear. Bits coming away now. So, I don't even remember the last year I played this. I don't remember if I played it when I lived in the flat by myself. I really don't. So right, let's turn it over. Now you might remember I did briefly show it last year on my top 10 Christmas presents. Now, nice little story. I'll hold it there for a second, pause it, and then you can read it. So that's what it was like. But I used to make my own rules up because I was a single kid at the time. I may have my little brother and sister then, but they was too young for to play with this. I mean, look at them. But we gotta get... They're the good guys. Oh, actually, it's from Game Workshop. So, maybe it was something like Warhammer then. Because it is from Game Workshop, like all we know. Game Workshop is Warhammer. Okay, didn't realise that. Maybe I did, but you know. But we're going to open it. Right. Now, the sellotape's broke there already. Now, oh, that's one. Now, I think it's this side now. Yeah, it is. That's that one. That one. Right. Now, I'm going to pause the camera and we're going to turn it over. Right, it's over. Now, I haven't opened this in God knows how many years. At least over 20. So... Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, wow. And these instructions are still there. I remember painting these. Didn't completely paint them, as you can see. Right, let me sit down properly. Wow. I'm actually a little bit emotional, actually. There's been a lot of memories back for me. Because anybody knows, you know, my mum did pass away a year ago. And, wow. Whew. I glued these on. That's why they're still on. Oh. Oh man, this is bringing up some memories. These are the enemies, but because they look a bit human, I used to have as good guys. I did. Here's some of the bad guys. You see, I never completely painted them. Pardon me. The other ones came off. Not a surprise. I do wonder if there's anything else in here. Did anybody else have this set? Or was I the only one? They're definitely the good guys. I was pretty. I don't remember the rules. But I want to pause the camera. And, well, no, I won't pause it yet. There's a cannon. Goes on one more of the things. These are where you can. It used to be so many throws of dice, and say the cannon, and then it'd be where it landed, because that is the map. Right there. Whew. I can't believe. Remember these title flags? Funny thing is, I could actually use this for my, but I think it's a bit too long. God. Bring a lot of memories back, really is. Really is. Alright, let's pause it for the moment. I've decided that I'm not going to get all out. I have. But we're going to have a look at some of it. There's more cannon. So it goes along. So basically, as you see, if I remember the rules, obviously I've lost the instructions. They're not here. They're not. Nah, they're not here. So you used to have a bridge. So there'd be a bridge on the map. Hell, you can have trench, defences. More archers. That would be classed as a hit. Cool. Now, you also had these playing cards. So, let's have a look at them. These are the colours that I should have been painting them, but I didn't have the colours. So... Bring a lot of memories back. Don't know how many different cards there were, actually. There we are. Move forward once. Cool. It's got to be over 30 years since I played this. Swing. No one. Wow. I don't know if I'm doing this justice or not. Another flag. I know some of you are probably saying, you get it all out, get it all out. But I don't really want to get it all out, because just don't. Top of the tower. I definitely followed my own rules. I did not keep the instructions. There he is, Loga. Oh. You know where they got some of these ideas from, don't you? Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. But yeah, wow. What a memory rush. What a memory rush. Wow. That was a big memory, actually. Yeah. I'm looking at it now. And like I said to you, I was only a kid. So I used to play, this game by myself. And I remember a lot of times just playing them. I used to have a submarine one as well. But I did sell that over the years. And basically, same again, you had the map on the floor, just like that map. I should really get the map out. I don't know, I think it's emotions that me, I'm then thinking back. Yeah, I think it's a good thing I don't drink. Yeah, and the submarine one used to have these little torpedoes in, and it'd be elastic and it'd fire. I didn't have feed. I can't remember what I used to use instead. I used to put them all. I think I used to basically put the whole side on one, basically enemy and the allies together, and I used to just use the torpedoes. Yeah, let's see what I can sink. Oh, mate. Oh, yeah. I know what I did. Yes, I do. I used to have the little soldiers, them little things. 1.72 scale. Airfix. I had thousands. And I mean thousands. And I think if I remember right, I used to put them on the map, and then I used to just have the submarines, what would fire the torpedoes, and then I would basically, you can guess what I used to do, and then see some of the soldiers get hit and killed, because I was always into the wars. That's why I always loved Star Wars, and then later on, even then, I was still collecting the soldiers from Britons. But this is the only toy I ever had. Well, I don't mean it's the only toy I ever had. I had loads of toys. I was a lucky kid. I do mean that. And my brother and sister, they could tell you the same. I was a lucky kid. They were lucky kids as well. Our mum, bless her soul, she always wanted to make sure we had a cracking good Christmas. And obviously she paid for it later on. Like a lot of mums did. And dads. But yeah, when I hear stories from, and I think back of what my mum and my mum from my little brother and my sister, what we had as Christmas and birthdays, and I also remember the very poor years. Obviously my little brother and sister don't. That was remember for my birthday, all I had was an album. And as you know, right, albums don't come out in July. And that's giving you away my birthday date. So, you know. So, yeah, I mean, I still remember. I've got one of these brains that remembers too much. I wish I could damp it sometimes. And yeah, I mean, I remember waking up one Christmas. And like Dean will probably tell you, because he's got the same sort of memories. Ended up bed. Us 80 kids, we always had pillowcases for our Christmas ones. And everything else behind the tree. I remember waking up. I was living at my nan's at the time. Me and mum was living at my nan's. And so this is 1980. Yeah. Obviously Christmas in 1980. So it might be just be going into 1981. But I'm pretty certain it's 1980. Because this is Empire Strikes Back was round. And I remember opening up. The first present I think I opened up was right at the very top of the pillowcase. It was just the Stone Speeder. And I remember opening that up and I was like, oh wow. I think it's why I've always loved the Stone Speeder. I haven't got one on display. Well, I have. I've got the 90s version. This is only meant to be about that, but I've, you know. And I don't think that year, I think the year before I probably got the X-Wing, because I do remember having the X-Wing. I got the Millennium Falcon, I probably that year as well. I did not get the attack. I did actually ask Mum that, actually, before she passed away. I was having a chat with Mum probably about 6 months. Obviously, I've been doing YouTube for quite some time. And I was asking her. And I said, oh, how come does I had a lot of the toy. I didn't have everything. My mum wasn't that rich. And I did have a big family of aunts and uncles and my nan and granddad. And I asked her, I said, oh, how come I didn't get an attack? She went to me, I did try getting it to you, but I just could not find one in the shops. Now, back in my day, we only had one toy shop here. That was called Gambley's. Yes, you did have toys in other shops, but the main toy shop was Gambley's. And Mum used to be right next to it, basically, when she used to work in Bloomfields. And if you want to know what Bloomfields was, it's now called Greggs. So Mum was in the very early days of Greggs. And right next door to them, they was right next to Gamley's. Well, it was actually opposite, but how the centre worked, you empty the bins by the same place. You know, it's a weird setup, really is. And, you know, she didn't get out, you know. So, yeah, but I had lots of it. I did not have Slave One. I do remember that. I never had Slave One. I've had Slave Ones over the years, and I've got one now. It's somewhere up there. It is. And, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've just watched a couple of days ago the best 12s of Empire Strikes Back figures. And yeah, I remember I didn't have everything. Not in my figures. And W.H. Smith used to have some, because I was a bit of a bad boy. I used to do a bit, you know, finger discount stuff. Which kid didn't? You know, it was a thing, wasn't it? You know, and I suppose in some way, I've got to say it, probably kids still do it this day. Was it right? No. But as kids, we wanted something. I remember I used to sometimes walk out with A-team stuff, pop it in my carrier bag, and walk straight out in the store. What a bad boy. But I got caught. And he turned me on my narrow. Turned me straight. It did. Anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting about memories. Yeah, it's been nice opening up. I may set this up. Oh, I'm holding that knife again. I may set it up and then show you what it looked like. But I was hoping I'd get it back into the box afterwards, so I'm just not too sure. So I don't want to damage it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Look, if you enjoyed this video, I know it got a little bit sad, and I do apologise for that, but you know what it's like with memories. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and if you want to help the channel, and it will be only used for the travelling or tickets for Comic Cons or getting into places, is join me on Patreon. The link will be in the comments, or if sometimes I don't get around to doing it straight away, it will be in my previous videos. So go back a couple and you'll see a pinned comment, and that will have my Patreon link. And I'll be grateful if you come and join me. Anyway, I'm off because I've got to put this away, and I'll see you all later. Ta-ta! Bye! I'll see you again soon. I've got something else to show you of another Christmas gift I got. And I just haven't got the other thing yet. I've been after it for a while. I just haven't got it. But at some point. Anyway, ta-ta. I'll see you all later. Bye. Well, guess what? Still had the stickers. And now I'm going to show you. I haven't got it all out, but I'm going to show you how big this is. That's how big the playing mat is. Sorry about the state of my carpet. Now, put some of them out. I mean, the size of this map. Now, if I remember right, the good guys was always on this side. They were. Bad guys was over there. And basically, they would come towards you. And you see, well, I've got my traps and defences and bridges. So yeah, forgot how big this was. Bloody big. And no, I didn't keep the instructions. Long gone. Anyway, I thought you might see how big it is. And I'll see you all later. Bye.